Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler, and welcome to Meeting Expectations. If this is your first time here, what we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. We read the label to see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open, and then we find out if it meets expectations. If you enjoy these, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. Give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. All right. For those of you who have been here before, here we go. Today, from Brattleboro, Vermont, Hermit Thrush Brewery, Gin Barrel Saison. Vermont Gin Barrel Aged Sour Saison. There we go. Take a good look. Okay, what do they tell us? First, a gin barrel. Bourbon barrels? Yes. Whiskey barrels? Yes. Port barrels? Yes. Gin barrel? Ooh. A gin barrel aged sour saison. Boy, this is going to be a real thriller. Let's see, what do we got? We harness local wild cultures, barrels, and time to create balanced aged oak sour ales. Okay. Brewed in can by Hermit Thrush Brewery, 29 High Street in Brattleboro, Vermont. American oak Tomcat barrels from Caledonia Spirits, Brattleboro, wild mixed culture. So American oak Tomcat barrels. So they've got to come from Caledonia Spirits there. So we've got a local Vermont distillery involved here as well. 6.5% by volume. And what else do they tell us? That's about it. I don't see any SBUs. I don't see anything mentioned other than it is a sour saison with wild yeast, local yeast, aged in gin barrels. Gin barrels. I don't know what kind of a flavored gin would barrel, but let's. Well, we know that it's an aged sour saison. So we got a sour farmhouse beer with wild yeast. So I got a feeling this thing's gonna be a wacky pucka power, but we're gonna crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Oh, by the way, we do a little bit of a different tasting technique here. Most people, what they do is they see, they sniff, they sip, and then expound. Well, what we do is we see, we sip, and then we sniff. And the reason for this can be explained to you by Master Sommelier Fred Dix by clicking the banner right up there. All right. Here we go. As far as a saison, they could probably get away with a little cloudy. I'm not expecting a crystal clear beer here. Well, let's see what we got. Okay, that is a bright copper penny kind of a color. It's got a nice, well-knit head, not quite a moose, but not that bad. So, sight, yes sir, looks like it knows what it's doing. Oh, now there's another thing we always do here, and that is we check the temperature of the beers we're tasting, because ales, lagers should be tasted at around 35, 40 degrees, and ales can go 50 degrees and above. So let's see what we've got here. .47 degrees Fahrenheit, and for a saison, that is right about on. It could be a little bit warmer, but that just means that it gives it a little more time to build up the aromatics on this. Cheers. Wow. Almost right away. Apple. I mean, this is almost like biting into a green apple. Wow. It's not pucker power. It's not an overpowering thing, but boy, oh boy, there's a nice green apple flavor to that. Nice, snappy. Ooh. All right. Yeah, there it is. That's a nice, refreshing. It's not what I expected. A gin. I'm not getting any. Well, it's not a gin that has a lot of juniper. There are other florals in there. They might be using the gin in place of the hops. That would be interesting. I'll have to look that up. Well, just one more sip. If I've done 3, that means it's got to be pretty good. A nice aroma too. Wow. All right. Well, does gin barrel Hermit Thrush Gin Barrel Saison Vermont Gin Barrel Aged Sour Saison meet expectations? Well, I'll tell you what. In this case, it exceeds expectations. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.